How do you envision 2025 playing out for you?
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
No! Gervonta Tank Davis has threatened, that's right, threatened to retire from the sport of boxing in his prime. You know, he's basically saying he's going to be done next year. His heart's not in it anymore. You know, we're going to miss Tank Davis. You know, he says he's not trying to fight for belts. He doesn't want to face the biggest, names in the game. Actually, I think I did a video talking about Tank Davis maybe becoming the face of boxing. And, if I remember correctly, in the thumbnail, I had a Brinks truck with Tank Davis holding a bunch of cash. And in that video, I discussed Tank Davis basically potentially on the verge of signing a contract that's upwards of $100 million. That's right, from PBC Al Haymon, now in business with Amazon. So what gives? Tank Davis all of a sudden retiring from boxing. He's not going to be the face of boxing anymore. The same guy who a few months ago was talking about becoming the face of boxing. Same guy who was clowning Floyd Mayweather for being stuck in Dubai and saying that Floyd's mad about him surpassing, his money earning by that age, whatever he was, 29, 30, whatever he is, right? Well, who was the last person in boxing to threaten to retire, did retire for a short period of time, if you want to call it retirement, came back and had his biggest fights of all time after coming back, made the most money he's ever earned after coming back? That would be none other than Floyd Money Mayweather. And who is, basically Tank Davis's mentor. Not as of right now, they're not on good terms, but who was his mentor? Floyd Money Mayweather. We got to stop with the shenanigans. A lot of people kind of falling for it. How many times are you going to fall for this trick? Floyd did it. Conor did it with the UFC. We've seen this time and time again. Now, why is Tank Davis doing this to begin with? Well, he's in the middle of negotiations, right? With PBC, Al Haymon, now with Amazon Prime. If he's in the middle of negotiations, he has a certain leverage that he can pull, which is to threaten retirement. He's the biggest cash cow for PBC and Al Haymon right now. And if he does retire, they're basically on the verge of being out of business. And so, of course, he's gonna, use that leverage that he has and threaten retirement to get the biggest payday of his career. Yeah, I don't believe this for 1 second. I think, within the coming months, he's gonna fight Lamont Roach. By the way, I wanted to mention this is also part of why he's doing this. Lamont Roach is not a big name. He's not fighting Shakur. He's not fighting Haney. He's not fighting Lopez. He's not fighting any of these guys. And so he's fighting Lamont Roach, which means in order to create some buzz, get your name out there in the news, right? This is also part of why he's doing this. But getting past that, after this fight with Roach, expect to hear Tank Davis has signed a multi-year, multi-fight deal with PBC and Al Haymon, along with Amazon, for upwards of $100 million or more. Just be on the lookout for that, because, again, if you're falling for this, I don't know what to tell you. Many guys have pulled this trick, and it works every single time like a charm, because, again, it's a leverage. Conor McGregor did it with the UFC because he's the biggest cash cow. You need Conor McGregor. You can't have him retire in his prime. And so the UFC shells out the money. Conor's back. And now Tank Davis is needed by PBC and Al Haymon to not go out of business. And so, of course, he pulls that leverage knowing they're gonna throw the bag at him. So expect Tank Davis to be back, after threatening this retirement with the biggest paycheck. Yeah, that's what I believe is going to happen. And I don't like this fight with Lamont Roach, but hopefully it's a tune-up. And hopefully we see Tank Davis fight the biggest names in boxing after signing this next contract. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.